Let's start.
Yes, sir.
Let's start from where you got cut off in the last part.
Yeah. Sir,
So
what
we are
I can,
talking
I request.
about 8 marks given by Mr. Goyal and then working on your removal, and when he is not even authorized to work on your report and removal.
Yes, sir. Sir, so sir, what he has mentioned is that maybe that you can bring up that
Last page.
report, last page of the
last page of the report.
Yes. That is where he has written like that.
This is it.
Sir, I can see that very important thing is that he says that do you this is the format, some 8-page format of
I know.
Do you agree with the assessment of the employee given by the reporting authority with respect to the work output and the various attributes in part 3? In case you don't agree with any of the numerical assessment, please record your assessment in the column provided to you in the section and initial your entries. He says yes. He agreed.
He says yes. He's agreed.
He agreed.
Oh, fantastic. Then why?
And in case of different, sir, and under 3, in case of different, please specify the reasons. He says not applicable. No, so he doesn't nothing to say anything. He agreed fully with.
He accepts the report. Unbelievable.
Yes, he agreed with our Sinhaji, and he nothing to say anything about it.
So if he agrees with Sinhaji, how can he remove you?
You see that, sir. And while he is soft-spoken, he says, while he is soft-spoken, but
he says he was soft-spoken. Wonderful.
Yes.
And you are.
But he seems embroiled in controversies. I do not know
what is controversy. What a subjective comment.
Sir, without reason.
A minister making a subjective comment. A minister of power with independent charge making a subjective commentary on a senior officer of the country, a successful CPI officer who brings it up, makes he is controversial. What is the meaning of that?
You see that controversies without any proof.
Nothing. And the worst part is he gives you 8 marks. He also agrees with P.K. Sinha's report, who gives you 9 marks. And then he accepts your removal. Can you believe it?
I'll tell you how this, sir, this is nothing but a fraud. And he says that, and often
is obstinate. 8 marks.
Sir, yes, sir. I'll tell you, sir. He says that he is embroiled with controversies, and often he is obstinate in his approach. What obstinate, sir? He says that he had to test.
What was obstinate in your approach? You are one of the top researchers in the country and the world. You set up the smart grid standards for this country, which even BIS is working on because of your work. And he's saying you're an obstinate officer. What a joke.
Sir, he says that you have to do all corruption. You have to do whatever I say.
That means he wants you to be pliable, whatever, malleable, ductile, whatever he wants. I don't know what he wants from you.
That's all. Then I wrote then I made a representation, sir. I made a representation against this observation. You mentioned that 8 and you agreed with the officer and you are making a comment on this. How?
Right.
And it should be removed. And sir, this is coming from a minister. Can you imagine, sir? Can you imagine? Sir, he has given after he wrote a report 15-2, 2015 he agrees that I am not performing well, so I am a poor performer. And on 14/8/15 he says that I am outstanding.
Sir, we have marked that 8 marks. We are just showing that 8 marks. We are marking and showing it.
And sir, what a kind of minister.
That's right. You see, viewers can see it is 8 marks. 8 out of 10. Remember, 8 out of 10. That is the reality.
Outstanding, sir. And this is given after I going to the court. Sir, I went to court in March itself.
And
On
this is
15-2 is,
Honorable Minister that time Piyush Goyal is writing 8 after 10. And he becomes
Yes.
party to the removal of CPRI DG after giving him
Yes.
outstanding and excellent marks. Viewers must watch
Yes.
this.
sir, actually, sir, he's not competent. First of all, he's not competent to review my performance as from the search cum selection committee only can do my performance review, if at all does it. Though it is not available in the recruitment rule, because I already been assessed by the committee in the first year and they declared my profession excellent. So they continued me. I had only retire unless I commit anything on my conduct rule, anything I have done it, then they can take action. Sir, this what Mr. Piyush Goyal has taken is what without intimating Prime Minister office.
Exactly. So the responsible officer PMO, and basically it is the cabinet committee of appointment or appointment committee of cabinet. And it is not in the powers of the minister with independent charge. Piyush Goyal has no powers because he was not even a cabinet minister. He was not even a cabinet minister then. He was only a minister with independent charge at the time.
Sir, even the cabinet minister also cannot touch it, sir, because ACC consists of...
you rightly said the appointment committee of the cabinet is only the prime minister and the home minister.
That's all. That's all.
And the assisting officer can be maximum cabinet secretary. Other than this, nobody else can attend that meeting.
Sir, only search cum selection committee, search cum selection committees of secretary level, all scientific officers, not like a DST secretary.
Got it, because you are a scientific organization.
Yes, sir, and CA chairman and IIT director and secretary.
Correct.
Secretary is only a non-technical person in my committee.
Correct.
So they give, Supreme Court says a search cum selection committee, they cannot touch it, sir, because it's a
so effectively for the viewers, what Murugesan Saab is explaining to us is only the appointment committee of the cabinet, which should have included the prime minister and the then home minister, who was Mr. Rajnath Singh at the time. I am coming to that. Mr. Rajnath Singh was the then home minister. The prime minister, Honorable Narendra Modi, was the prime minister, and he's the prime minister even now. And then the search and selection committee under the ACC, they had the only rights to comment on you or evaluate you or appoint you or remove you. Only these people have the rights.
Yes, and that also, sir, removal also as per the provisions of the recruitment rule.
Exactly. As per the rule.
As per the rule, they cannot review me, sir. They already reviewed. There is no provision to review me. That is my contention.
Your appointment was until superannuation.
Yes,
so
because already I have undergone already. Yes, already I undergone probation.
You have to be allowed to continue until superannuation. It could not have been cut short. And now the order of the bench is in your favor, and it proves beyond doubt that our position was correct, that your removal was completely legal.
Absolutely, sir. I have to thank say judiciary. So I lost all the hope because 4 years I was battling. Because I was only 4 years left of service. Had I been appointed, had I got this relief about 3 years ago, I would have been easily appointed.
Correct.
So the court also dragged my case to 3 years to dispose of very simple case. Anybody can understand.
Because the single judge was not able to do justice to you.
Yes, sir. He heard me 40 sorry. In fact, sir, he heard 40 times. 40 times. And he finally 40 times, and he asked so many questions. This you bring that one, that all such things we all supplied. And finally he wrote stating that you came to the court very late.
Oh.
So you came to the court very late.
He talked about lectures also.
Lectures. So on this single ground, he dismissed my case.
So that was completely wrong, and luckily Justice Nagaratna and the Justice Nagaratna and Justice Prasad together, when they gave this order, pronounced this order on the 26th day of April 2009 in your favor, they had even questioned the judge and said the previous judge was wrong.
Totally wrong, sir. He told after 4 years, 3 years, how can you say that he came to a court? And he told that he came in time. In the sense, when he was in service itself, he came. How can you dismiss his case? In fact, it is
Exactly.
a remark on the particular judge stating that you dismiss the case very casually. And then the
Exactly.
judgment is also like that. The judgment is also like that. Because I am asking that I should be, he says that you are represented, even government did not say that you represented. Because there is a defect in order, even at the last day, the government would be bound to rectify it. They cannot say that I have given a wrong order, you have accepted it, you have to go. It is affecting my fundamental rights. Fundamental right of Article 40 is supreme. No order, no OM can come into the picture. So they cannot say that I am keeping quiet like this. They use a discrimination under Article 14 and 16. 16 is public appointment. This is two things. Third one is that Article 21, without giving an opportunity, they did not say that what for I was relieved. I was not even aware till I went to the court and I got a letter from them stating that we have reviewed the performance and that too, there is unknown method.
Right.
And that also I question how you can have an unknown method. You cannot have an unknown method. Even PSUs, they have a method, they have a format. This is the format given to any public sector, even after 5 years. Even if public sector appointment is done 5 years, the minister cannot relieve him even after 5 years.
Correct.
Again, even relieving also, they have to go to ACC. So suppose NTPC
authority, ACC.
No. NTPC chairman is appointed 5 years. Even is appointed 5 years. But post is 10-year post. My post is not 10-year post. But NTPC chairman post is 10-year post. So you are appointed 5 years or till retirement, whichever is earlier. Yeah, so even after that, even when he is having some 10 days retirement, after 5 years, they cannot relieve him just like that. They have to take again permission from ACC stating that, sir, 5 years, 10 years is over. His performance is like this. We want to relieve him. So even appointed on 5-year tenure also, they cannot relieve. But in my case,
I'm showing also, sir, the letter which I wrote on the 4th of January 2017, detailed way, and whatever we have written this 17-page letter is what the court has finally found correct.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Right. Just showing to the audience so that they know that we had again made, after Prakash's, unfortunate death, Prakash Iyer's unfortunate death in December 2015, the only way we could do is we could give the papers and the document back to the PMO after 2 years in 2017, January. And we had sent again to the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. We had sent all these things to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also again, 2017, reminding that your case was a genuine case and that it was an illegal removal. But yet, I think something went wrong. Nobody acted. And then finally, you had to seek justice from the court.
Absolutely, sir. They will not answer, sir. Sir, the bad thing is that no court is asking, hauling up the people. Sir, I have to thank Justice Nagaratna. It's not that she has given me an order. I am telling that. Sir, if the judiciary thinks that to be given, they can close the case within half an hour. My case is only half an hour only. But they took 45 times and took about 60 hours they have given and given wrong judgment. But Madam Nagaratna, he took only 4 sittings. I asked her, Madam, I will be retiring. Afterwards, if you give the judgment, there is no use. Kindly save my honor. I was struggling for my honor. I was struggling for my honor. You see that? Same. Yes, exactly. The 14-8. What a pagal, sir. What a pagal. Where can I go?
I have marked that 8 out of that. That is the marks you are given. So you can't be removed even by any stretch of imagination.
See that, sir. See that, sir. Sir, so this is what they forgery, sir. Sir, all the 4 officers.
They are so blatant. They are ready to violate everybody's rights. They are going against the books. They are going against the Constitution of India. That is the worst part.
Sir, the 4 officers that I forgot that officer name, sir, that the director name. Can you remember, sir?
No, I will name them, don't worry. I will give you the name. Yeah.
We have to.
Devendra Chaudhary, Rajpal and Brij Mohan, the 3 officers.
Brij Mohan is a director, sir, 3 stages below me, sir. How can he write
three performance? Junior to you, 3 stages junior to you. making a report on a senior. How can it be
Senior
possible?
and again twisting, sir, twisting. That the reason is I am outstanding,
But
90
he has
marks
no
I
right.
got.
He has no right to prepare a report on you.
Yes, sir, it cannot happen in government. Nobody
It is
questioning
illegal.
him.
It is illegal. It is illegal.
Forgery.
It is against
Forgery,
law.
sir.
It is against constitution. It is against the law of the public sector enterprise.
Yes, sir. Under IPC, I have, in fact, sir, I have submitted a representation to Prime Minister to take action on Mr. Devendra Chaudhary.
All the
Because
three. I think all these three fellows.
Yes, sir. Because this IAS cadre is controlled by Prime Minister office.
Okay.
And Piyush Goyal's office is because he is appointed by the president. Yes. Mr. Piyush Goyal is appointed by the president. I had a representation under Article 197 Criminal Procedure Code that I have to seek an approval to prosecute this person, Mr. Piyush Goyal, with the president. And Mr. Devendra Chaudhary with Devendra Chaudhary and Mr. Praj Mohan, they are all coming under Prime Minister office.
Okay, so you have given the letters to PMO to prosecute these people, and also permission you have got to the President's office several times.
And yes, and 3 letters.
And
And
the President of India's office, you have submitted representations.
yes, and for Rajpal, I have submitted a representation to the Finance Minister because the IES is controlled by the Finance Minister.
Okay.
Ministry. So they are the appointing authority.
That is what Arun Jaitley ji, the Finance Minister.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Sir, all the people, yes, sir, it is my representation was not shown to the President. My representation not shown to the Prime Minister. My representation not shown to now even.
Sir, wait 2 minutes. I am repeating, my friends, what Murugesan Saab is telling. He is telling that the representations that he has made for requesting to start prosecution of these 3 officers who have connived and made a false report, which has been now proved as completely false due to order of the constitutional branch of the Karnataka High Court. They are indicted now, right? With this kind of a thing, he has gone to the PMO. It is not shown to the Prime Minister. That is what Murugesan is saying. He's gone to the President. The file is not been shown to the President of India, Honorable President of India. This is what he is telling you. And in spite of a clear order now from in his favor, in Murugesan's favor, which is actually indicted, all of them, and the violation of Constitution Article 14, violation of Article 16, violation of Article 21.
21 and 77 also. 77
and 77 also. Please tell the audience what are these in brief. Article 14, Article 16. Yes. Give a brief.
Yes. Article 14 is to treat all the people equally.
Correct. Everybody has to be equal in the eyes of law.
Because I cannot be subjected to another unknown method of evaluation. I alone cannot be subjected because the recruitment says now Mr. Nandakumar is appointed. He is going to complete September 5 years. Is he going to be subjected to similar treatment? No.
Yes.
Why I am subjected?
Yes, exactly.
So that is my contention.
Clearly, a differential treatment is given.
Violation of Article 14, straight away, because I have been discriminated.
Now the court has ordered. Now the court has already declared that it's a violation.
And 16 is applicable to the central services. And Article 21 is right to life. Right to life means...
they took away your life burning also.
Right to life means because taking my job, my prestige. So without giving a reasonable opportunity, my right to life cannot be denied. This is Maneka Gandhi's judgment that she was even impounded her passport. So for that, the court came heavily on the government of India that without reason, the right to life has been denied. So Article 14 and 21 was put into service, into act. So I have been not given an opportunity why I was removed. And my representation is not evaluated, and they did not show me the letter. They did not show me the letter. So Article 21 is violated. And 77 is that it is a transaction of business rule issued under
Right.
the president's signature. It
Right.
says that ACC is the competent authority in my
So they have
appointment.
violated that. Competent authority was not informed, does not know, and actions are taken.
Action taken, and the whole machinery kept quiet, sir. The DOPT kept quiet, Prime Minister's office kept quiet. They know that violation done by Mr. Piyush Goyal. They should have taken action on him. Instead of that, they tried to cover up. All the people, why they are keeping quiet? When I filed a petition, all the people are keeping quiet. They should have told, yes, it is a mistake happened. He is not competent. Why
Right.
DOPT is kept quiet, and the Prime Minister's office kept quiet, Cabinet Secretary kept quiet, because all I have given they're all my opposite parties.
Right.
So, sir, 77 he violated President order on
Right.
single and on the 77 the 77 articles Constitution 77(3), that is under which transaction of business rule is derived, and President has signed transaction of business rule. This is way the government has to run. It's called transaction of business rule, a booklet. It is governing the whole country.
Right.
Sir, 77 says that yes, he is the appointing authority. Who is Mr. Piyush Goyal? He is not
Right.
competent. So he has transgressed even president order. So 77, Article 77 is also violation. And
Correct.
Article 311 says that any government official cannot be removed without proper cause. That is,
Correct.
without giving him a chance. You cannot remove him. In my case, when I gave 14 representation, none of the representation they gave me a reply. And the document which this fabricated was kept confidential.
Yeah.
So without giving a reason, I was not knowing what for they have removed me. They
So
said that
effectively they have even violated the principles of natural justice in your case.
that is 311, sir. 311, Article 311 says that it is only meant for government employee. Protect
Oh.
the government employee from the excess of the government. So the
Correct.
311 is a very powerful tool, and that also he violated it. So
Okay.
5 article he have violated it. And in addition
Oh.
to that, they violated, in addition to that, they involved in the criminal conspiracy under
Yes.
under IPC sections.
It
I have
is
mentioned in the-
purportedly clearly a conspiracy to remove you.
Yes, the answer, and not one or two, sir, about seven sections of the Indian Penal Code. It attacks
Yeah.
conspiracy, fabrication, all things done, and it attacks about 10 articles. It says that I'll just to 1 minute. I'll tell that what are the articles under which these people are supposed to be prosecuted.
Right.
Yes, sir. Under Article 120 IPC, criminal conspiracy. 166, public servant disobeying law. They are all public servant. They are
Correct.
disobeying the public law. 167, public servant framing an incorrect document. They are incorrecting document. 182, false information. They have given a false information. 187, omission to assist public servant when bound by the law to give assistance. 119, giving false evidence. They have given a false evidence to the court, stating that is
Absolutely. They have lied. It is perjury as well.
192, fabricating false evidence. They have given to the
My
court.
God.
Yes, 196, using evidence known to be false. They know very well that it is a false evidence. Because 15-2 he has given Hoover, and 22nd Cabinet Secretary has given outstanding, and 15-8 he has given outstanding himself. So then false statement, and 2220 intentional omission to give information of offense by person bound to inform. 209 dishonest. 219 public servant judicial proceeding corruptly making report contrary to the law. 463 false document support of false any claim. 464 false document. 466 forgery document. 471 as a genuine document. 474 like that. 501 printing and matter known to be defamatory. It is a defamatory because I am an outstanding officer.
Totally. Definitely.
So, sir,
Definitely in your case. Definitely in your
under
case.
these
And
things,
especially
they are all
when a judgment, Now the court judgment is there. See, I want
Yes.
to close this. I know that there are a lot of things to do. Murugesan Saab, we have now
Yes.
exposed the whole case in these 3 segments. Now
Yes.
I feel let us talk. The judgment is in your favor. Now, when the judgment was in your favor, why did the government fail to execute a constitutional bench judgment has been not executed by the government in India? What
Sir,
was
they are
the judgment?
misleading. Sir, they are
What is
misleading.
the compensation? They have not given you the compensation, 50% minimum.
Absolutely, sir. Sir,
Tell about this now. We are closing on this. You tell how they have violated it. Contempt of court here.
Sir, actually, sir, in fact, the officers who misled in fact, any court case has to be intimated to the Prime Minister's office.
Right.
Prime Minister's office. So this case has been intimated to the Prime Minister's office.
Right.
This Prime Minister's office. Prime Minister's office should take action on all the Ministry of Government, Ministry of Power officials.
So obviously, in your time, Nripendra Mishra ji, he was the then PMO Secretariat handling guy, who retired now, and also PK Mishra right now. These people are responsible.
Yes. Instead of, sir, actually, another thing is that in my place, one Mr. Nandakumar is appointed. He has been appointed. He was brought only to remove me. Even in his appointment, all violations in the sense only 3 secretaries are signed, and yes, he canvassed with the minister, and he was not qualified. In the sense, he had not taken the permission from the government of India to work in a private company. So he violated it, and he canvassed with the people, and the formation of committees wrong. Yeah, everything I brought to the notice of the government, notice of the judiciary, that his appointment is illegal. But still, the government is bent upon with, now it is almost 5 years going to be over. The illegal appointment is continuing, and legal appointment, they have removed me and put me outside. And when instead of implementing the order,
and they have not implemented the honorable bench's order. The honorable bench's order is not adhered to and implemented.
So what happened is, within a month, I had only 1 month. So wantonly they did not implement it, and after I retired, they went to the Supreme Court and got a stay. And within that 1 month, they are supposed to implement my retirement things. And
that means effectively it's a contempt of court.
Contempt, I don't say that contempt. It is a conspiracy to deny me everything, retirement benefit, and I am supposed to sign some documents when I am service. Had I done it, I would have got little money. That also they denied me and misled the Prime Minister's office, and they went to the Supreme Court and got the stay order. So, sir, 6 years over. I have not got any 6.25 years over. I did not get any money from them. I am on the street only because honestly, the people have done it, and the Prime Minister's office has to institute an inquiry on this particular issue.
I am asking you one question. Can a constitutional bench order be ever stayed also? This is
very strange, sir. Very strange. Very strange.
I cannot imagine a constitutional bench has already ordered in your favor. How can there be a stay on that? It can't be stayed. First of all, it's a legally incorrect position, because even at the Supreme Court, they cannot even entertain these people.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. How they accepted it. Now it is more than 2 years over, sir. 2019.
I think you are also gone to the Supreme Court, if I understand, as for the viewers.
Yes, and I have challenged this order, as well as, and the court has given only 50%.
I know.
There is a case with
of course, whatever you work, 100% payment, interest and penalty should be there. Penalty should be there.
In fact, the people should be penalized. And there is a simple case. In simple case, Mr. Venugopal case in the All India Institute of Medical Science, and Mr. Jain. There are 2 cases, outstanding cases, where before retirement, the minister involved in removing the head of the organization. The same case, mine. So the court said that.
I have only one last question, sir. You are on the right side, thanks to the court. But what happened? Now your file, neither you have been compensated. In a way, the court order has been violated in full sense. A justice to you is violated, and then it is lying in the Supreme Court, where you have gone with also a special leave petition challenging the whole thing, and then further indicting these people. Now, how can that paper lie dormant in the Honorable Supreme Court of India? Should it not come in front of the Chief Justice of India now?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir. If they can do for a CEO like me, what and all can happen to the ordinary people only God only knows, sir. They
Exactly.
can do anything, get away with anything, sir.
This is
Then
unbelievable.
when they can write a forgery report and got away and removed, and they can delay it and delay the justice, and they hoodwink the whole legal community,
Country, whole nation,
courts,
whole nation.
nation. And sir, what else? What happens that now the CPRA performance has gone to dog level? Who
I
is
know,
who is the beneficiary?
Nobody hears about CPRI now.
Nobody, sir. No, sir, I have achieved within 5 years from 194 crore to 167 crore, and a superannuation fund from 100 crore to some 400 crore, and I brought 1,400 crore installed. Started a unit in Nasi, 100 acres in close to unit like Nagpur, and expanded the facility left and right. My papers are every year. It was like 400 paper, research paper. Now where is the research paper? Conferences, 100 conferences, and I patent.
So Murugesan Saab, I can see the pain. I can see the pain. At the same time, I must congratulate you because you are one person. I don't see even one example in the country which has fought the case, and even you did not have proper lawyers. You went and fought on your own. You represented yourself, and all power to you because you are still fighting it further beyond to bring the people to the books. I'm supporting you in full, and all our good wishes.
Sir, I'm very, very thankful. You are the only journalist, sir. You are the only journalist. I will tell you, all are thinking, counting money. In fact, sir, when I was in survey, people were standing on the queue to see me. Queue. I was available as an ordinary person. I was ordinary person. I am not, I never greed or anything. I was ordinary person. I treated everybody as my friend. But sir, after this one, the whole community not even talking to me because they thought that I am against the government. They did not like me. Not even one word, sir. I was an expert on say all whatever you are talking about smart grid. I have contributed a lot to this country.
No,
in a very
and one
big
thing
way.
is there, Murugesan Saab, you are not against the government. You are against the corrupt system. You are against the set of corrupt people.
Absolutely,
You are an India lover. You are a lover of India. You love India.
Sir,
you are fighting for justice. You are fighting for justice. There is no question. You should continue to fight for justice. You must be given justice in your lifetime.
I'm very thankful, sir. Thankful for you. For the reason, now you also suffered because everybody think that no, you are telling the fact, but you stood up with me. Nothing. I am not giving anything. I don't know, but I'm not in the power. But this is where truthful lies. When I cannot give anything, I'm powerless. Nothing. That time you say that no, we have to take a cause. So
and I'm congratulating you, and I'm telling you, you have got great success. You have shown that even if the powerful are there, justice prevails. We are thankful to our justice system that they gave you an order. Very big thanks to Justice B.V. Nagaratna. I pray that she becomes the first Supreme Court woman Chief Justice of India. My prayers for her. And my prayers for you, my support to you. I feel you will finally be victor because your conscience is clear. Your face shows that you are very confident, you are very strong, and CPRI will owe it to you because you are the finest DG we ever saw in CPRI. Once again, sir, thank you because I have very limited time on the show. I tried to give you 3 episodes, whatever I could give you time.
Thank you very much for
and
your
thank
time.
you. And the whole country will know from this discussion of ours what happened with you, sir, and the way you have fought. And other people should take example of you and fight for their rights in the government also.
That's all I need. That's all I need, sir.
Thank you, Murugesan Saab. God bless. Wonderful, sir.